and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the game. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start.
He's got it down the right side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7, North Carolina, 0.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down for this offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On the move to his left. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Trying to get to it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, the ground game. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Right back to the well. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Wade. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Finds a tight end. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
7-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Going with the ground game left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
He makes the catch. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. To the ground with the back. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Texas A&M 7. 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Keep it on the ground. Makes his man miss. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Running with power. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Aggies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they had so much success moving the football down the field. Now you're a little bit stuck. Negative play, back-to-back. Got to get back to some of that stuff you did in this drive that you had success with.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Get it out on the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
North Carolina, 0.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return.
Take over 1st and 10.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive game.
They're trying to get to it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the Tar Heels are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Back to throw. It's Wade. pulls it in. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Tar Heels are flying down the field. They're going to run it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Pressure coming. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got his man, makes the grab. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Wade. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Third and goal from way back there. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Into the house. Touchdown, UNC!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute.
Going downfield for the big play. Reels it in down the left side. And he breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. One more snap coming before halftime. The give to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They'll immediately call timeout. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He lost one down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. He leaves it with the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that 1st down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Wade. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking for his man in the middle. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you're going to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You've got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it, give me that INT.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas A&M 28, North Carolina 14.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Using the quick game. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Pocket starts to collapse. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Woodhead. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They're bringing heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Defense not showing press coverage. On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Bowling Green. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Power football with the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, that D-tackle's a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Looking to throw on second down. Finds his big tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
No gain on the play.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 28, North Carolina 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Smashes through. Quick toss. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Open runway ahead. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
35, North Carolina 21.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over first and 10.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
To the air, it's Wade. He's moving out of the pocket. He throws one to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, North Carolina.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. The play action fake. Getting some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He turns that loose down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, UNC! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He wants to throw it. Dances away to buy time. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get concerned, and they want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, they get another big run for a 1st down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
At the 45, on his way. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
42, North Carolina, 27.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Wade. He fires one deep over the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The give. Hard running there. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw it on first down. Moving away from pressure. Goes right through his hands, falls to the ground, and they have also dropped this game as the clock strikes 0. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They